Hey everybody, it's Dave here again, and we are back up Big Bear Valley Lake. This beautiful day up here. It's a little windy, but it's much warmer than last time, so I'm digging that. I just wanted to start off again with thanking everybody out there. Appreciate you guys watching and leaving all the comments and likes and such. I did find some time to get back to all the comments, so I'm happy about that and got back to you guys. Appreciate you guys. So now we're going to go ahead and just do a little review over the last couple days since I last posted. Um, been getting Jacky and Shadow coming in and out of the nest, flying around, coming and going with some fish. A little bit of shots of, Gizmo and Sunny in the nest from afar, doing their little flappers, and they're coming along. And that's what I'm going to lead into. It seems like they are so close, but maybe just a little further away than we think. I projected the 2025th. Maybe I'm going to be wrong. They are starting to, do a little hovering in the nest and flopping around. You guys have seen it. They do the little hop, skip, and jump off the little back porch into the nest. That's what Sonny's been doing. Gizmo a little less, but he's getting a little more punchy and flapping around a lot more. But not really branching. They are. Sonny has been going to the front porch, just the first step, I'd say, not 3 steps out onto the front porch. But he's been hanging out there with either mom and dad when they're hanging out or solo. And Gizmo has been branching kind of on the, let's say the left side of the front porch, the porch light branch there, kind of hanging out. So typically, eaglets will do the hovering in the nest and then move to the branching and kind of almost hover above the branch. But you never know what nature's going to bring you. So they're getting closer and closer. It feels like they're going to fly at any given time, which very well might happen. But I think we're going to give it. I'm going to give it a few more days until my guess is Sonny goes out first. Gizmo's going to chill for a couple more days because he's so laid back. Or I call her a she because that's what I think she is, but who knows? And Sunny is male, but who knows? So you know, Gizmo, she will most likely, I don't know, I'm guessing, hang out in the nest a little longer before she's influenced maybe by her brother that takes off and fledges first. Who knows? Maybe it's the same time. Maybe she goes earlier. But my guess is Sunny's first, Gizmo second. Um, but I would think that when they fly, it would probably be a little windy. But look back at Spirit a few years ago. I think it was like 5:50 in the morning or something, and Spirit took off for the first time. So I'm hopefully here that early, just in case. But I'm gonna venture to guess that maybe these guys fly um, with a little bit of wind. So maybe I don't know. I'm gonna guess 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping for that. But it could be early. I can't wait for that moment, and I will be there as best I can to get some of that footage. It is far away, and I will do my best, but it is a little ways away from the nest where you can get the closest view of it. So I'm looking forward to that. But again, going to give it a few more days. Other than that, I'm just out here shooting again and trying to get some footage. Jacky Shadow was in the nest for quite a bit sometime this morning. He snuck out. It's not easy to get them when they fly out of the nest because you never know where they're going to take off, and you can't just roll tape all day. But anyways, he snuck off, went up the lakeside, and then Jacky snuck back in with the fish when I was looking for Shadow, and I got a couple of shots of him almost getting a fish, but aborting the mission across the lake quite far. But I'll do the best to crop it up for you guys and bring it a little closer. I was hoping we'd get that shot. That was the first time I actually saw them go for the swoop to grab the fish in line of sight. So bummer that didn't happen. But let's see. Then Jacky snuck back in. She grabbed fish and dropped off fish 2 today, and then flew back out. She must be out and about getting her little away time, maybe grabbing a fish for herself, and then maybe when she returns, maybe they bring back another fish. Who knows? The one thing I did notice was, speaking of bringing fish back to the nest, is They have been, I mentioned earlier that they weren't so aggressive with getting the fish. And, now I think I mentioned that they were playing tug of war with the fish and all that good stuff. But now they're getting a little bit more aggressive. However, I do believe it's the training between Jacky and Shadow, between them collaborating. And I don't know how they collaborate. They're just really on the same page to let them, last longer in between feedings. It's getting longer and longer. And when somebody does come back in the nest, you can really see them pounce on it and go for it, grab the talons, grab the fish, and pull it away. So the training is working. If you call it training, you can. In my opinion, you can. They're just making them go longer and longer between meals, so that they're quicker to respond when that fish comes in, which they need to do out in nature because you know eaglets and juveniles typically for some time in their beginning stages when they're out and about, once they fledge the nest, will typically most likely steal food from other birds or prey or whatever that have grabbed stuff, might forage until they actually learn how to grab the fish out of them, out of the lake themselves, and then they'll fly away. Who knows where they get the food, but they need to be aggressive in that matter if they're going to steal food from other animals out there. I've also noticed in the last couple of days they're staying off the nest much, much, much longer, encouraging them. I would only imagine that they're trying to encourage them to fledge and take their first flight. Jacky's been staying close by, typically in the past with her and other birds. Well, with her specifically, she will be, staging or perching on trees nearby. Even the one out front now, I've seen it 2 times. It's might have happened a couple more times, but I've only seen it twice, to where it's more of a line of sight. I think they can see her on the other perches that she's at as well. But she's just hanging out there and just, encouraging them to come on over. I believe I got some footage, and I'll probably, I'll snap it in here. But you can see her land at one of the her favorite perches, and it's well past her morning calls when she fleds the next nest, to shadow or whatnot. But she landed there, and you can see her doing her thing, maybe calling out for Sunny and Gizmo. Hey, come on out, come join me. So the training is working awesome. You can really see, again, the longer they're away from the nest, the more they're being more aggressive when the fish comes back, and the lack of fish that they're bringing. Not lack, but there's it's been a few days since they got 4 or 5 fish in a day. It seems to me it's like 2 or 3 now. So they're again collaborating. It's really quite amazing that these two, Jacky and Shadow, somehow communicate, whether it's instinct or whatever it might be, but they're on the same page. They're staying off the nest longer. Shadow loves that. He's out and about all day, it seems like, but he's dropping off fish too. But Jacky's the one that hangs out closer to the nest when she's off. Shadow's just out and about, typically well out of eyesight, and I don't know where he goes. Tough to track. Every time I go to track them, they're back at the nest. So I'm trying not to do that so much. We got some other ideas, maybe bring you some other cool footage. But for now, thanks so much. Appreciate y'all, really do. And look forward to better and more footage than I got this time. And the fledging. Can't wait. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.